Guys, my name is Arbrey Stifer, and tonight we're going to be, as part of our equipment discussion, we're going to be talking about the snorkel. Right off the bat, let's face it, snorkels are a pain. They get in the way. You know, why don't I need a snorkel? I got a regulator. Hey, I'm a scuba diver. Well, these are some of the things that you will probably hear other divers say if you haven't already. But because wearing a snorkel is a requirement in this class while you're in gear, then the following information will assist you in understanding and using this valuable piece of equipment. By the time I finish this presentation, you will be familiar with 1, the purpose of the snorkel, 2, its various features, including the 2 most important, and how to position and breathe through the snorkel. The purpose of the snorkel is it allows you to breathe normally while floating face down on the surface. This accomplishes 2 things. It allows you to conserve energy by not having to raise your head to take a breath, and it allows you to conserve the air in your tank because you're breathing air through the snorkel. Features of the snorkel have evolved from a straw-like reed or long hollow plant to the basic J-shaped tube like this one. This is your basic snorkel, and I'll let you guys take a look at one of the early models probably. And it has evolved from that to include the 2 most important features, comfort and ease of breathing. Now, some of the features that you'll find in a snorkel that will make it more comfortable, this is a little bit later model, is the fact that it has a flexible hose, a comfortable mouthpiece, okay, and because of the size and shape of it, it makes it easier to use. Now, some of the snorkels you will also find have a baffle at the end which prevents some more water from or not as much water from entering the snorkel, and it allows it to run down the outside of that baffle. You'll also notice on that particular snorkel, at the base of it, there is something we call a purge valve, which we use for water displacement in case water gets into the mask. It allows us to be able to, another additional feature to allow us to clear the snorkel more easily. That will be discussed and explained and demonstrated in detail in our pool session. Now, breathing ease is determined by 2 things in the snorkel, 2 main things, and that is the length. It should be 12 to 14 inches long. And the reason being is because if it's too long, it's difficult to breathe. If it's too short, it'll stick out high enough out of the water and you start sucking water. Then it's not useful. The diameter is also very important. It needs to be 3/4 to 1 inch. If it's too small, less than that 3/4, then of course it becomes a restricted airflow. It's hard to breathe in. And if it's too large, it makes it difficult to blast clear. There again, we'll talk about that in the pool whenever it's full of water and you have to clear it. The third thing is proper breathing and positioning of the snorkel will greatly aid in the performance and your ability to use the snorkel. You want to breathe slowly and deeply for good air transfer and maintain your position in the water horizontally. And for positioning, the snorkel is attached to the mask on the left-hand side, like you'll see with that mask right there. Thank you very much. Is attached to the left-hand side here. One of the things that you want to be, and it'll be attached by either a plastic clip, yes sir,
Why is it attached on the left?
The reason that it's attached on the left is because most of the time, in most instances, your regulator is going to be coming around from the right-hand side, so you're not in competition with each other. Your regulator's over here, your snorkel's over there. Okay. You don't get as confused as easily. Okay, also you have 2 or 3 different kinds of attachment. One is a hard plastic clip. The other can be a soft piece of elastic neoprene that serves the same purpose. One is a little bit more comfortable, the other one's a little bit more stable. Now the mouthpiece should hang whenever you have it on. I'll show you. When you have the mask in place, the length of this should be comfortable enough to where when you put it in there, you're not in a bind, and then whenever you let it go, it's out of the way so you can comfortably put the regulator in your mouth. Okay, also whenever you're horizontal in the water and face down, that position is also important because it keeps the top of the snorkel up out of the water and in behind your head. Okay, this information that I've given you, together with practice using the snorkel will aid you not only in this class, but as well with the advanced classes, especially the rescue diver and the master diver. In summary, you have learned: 1, the purpose is to conserve energy and air on surface. 2, various features and how they affect comfort and breathing ease. And 3, how breathing and positioning can aid effectiveness of the use of the snorkel. If you don't go away from this class with anything, remember: purpose of the snorkel, the various features that make it comfortable to use, and how positioning and breathing can make it an enjoyable piece of equipment to have. Okay, Dean, what in your opinion from this lesson have you learned is the purpose of the snorkel?
To allow you to breathe on the surface and conserve energy and air.
Very good. Okay. All right, John, I've got a question for you, but I've got a snorkel assembly here, and I want you to tell me, in your own words, because of what I've gone over with you, why, if there's anything at all you find doesn't work well with this snorkel assembly. Okay, first off, I want you to understand, it is tied on the left-hand side of the mask. Now, unfortunately, it's not very flexible. It's not going to be used here. But what else, John? What else is the problem with this?
It's still in the water way down there.
Ooh, that's not good.
Too long.
That's right, too long. Can't get a good, clean breath of air. It's a little bit, it's a little stiff. Not well, but it's a little stiff here. Okay? So this is one reason why I would say, let's don't go use a water hose regardless of how deep you want to snorkel. Okay, for the class, what is the proper method for breathing?
Slow and deep.
Slow
and deep. Very good, gentlemen. Thank y'all very much.